And that is exactly where Perplexity enters the chat. Perplexity isn't trying to be a science partner, it's trying to be a search interface. It's essentially Google meets GPT, but with a very strict moral code about sources.
So let's break down the workflow, because the title of the topic we're discussing is Stop Using ChatGPT for Research. What does the actual day-to-day difference look like? If I'm sitting down to learn about, say, the economic impact of renewable energy in Southeast Asia, if I type that into ChatGPT, I get a wall of text.
Right. And you have no idea where that text came from. It's a black box.
But with Perplexity,
With Perplexity, the workflow starts with what they call Pro Search. This is the game changer. You type in that query, and instead of just spitting out an answer, it might actually ask you clarifying questions first. It acts like a reference librarian. It says, are you looking for solar specifically or wind? Are you interested in government policy or private sector investment?
that's interesting. So it creates a dialogue to narrow the scope before it even tries to answer.
Exactly. It creates a better prompt for itself. But the real magic happens in the output. When it gives you that paragraph about renewable energy, every single claim has a little number next to it, a citation.
The footnotes.
The footnotes are everything. It anchors the AI's creativity to reality. If it says Vietnam increased solar capacity by 20%, you can click the little one and it takes you to the Bloomberg article or the government report where it found that data.
It sounds so simple, but psychologically that changes everything. It shifts the user experience from trusting the machine to verifying the machine.
It does. And it changes your workflow speed. With ChatGPT, if you want to be responsible, you have to take every claim it makes, open a new tab, and Google it to see if it's real. That's friction. Perplexity removes the friction because the source is right there. You can hover over it and see the domain. You can see if it's citing a peer-reviewed journal or just some random blog.
So in a way, Perplexity is acting as an aggregator and a synthesizer, whereas ChatGPT is acting as a generator.
That's the distinction. ChatGPT generates text based on training data that might be months old or just buried in its neural weights. Perplexity is browsing the live web in real time, reading the top 20 results and synthesizing them into an answer for you. It's doing the blue link clicking on your behalf.